Welcome, creative friends. Today I'm bringing you a project share for a swap that I participated in that was hosted by Lacy at the Cheeky Bum. It was a Bridgerton swap. So this is about bringing the Bridgerton TV show or books to life in a tag flip, a handmade card, an MDC or an ATC, and some sort of creative packaging. And I was paired with Nicole from Made from Scrap, and I really wanted to celebrate the show for all that it is, but also acknowledge the period nature of the drama. It was a really good opportunity for me to bring out this Simply Jane stamp set and die. I love this. I've had it for years. I refuse to destash it, so it was really nice to have a good purpose to bring it to life. And I also recently purchased a destash from a love letter generation of Fresh Bouquet. So I thought this would be the type of swap to use this limited collection in. I had a great time bringing it to life. Acetate sentiments from Rosie's studio as well. So they were the things that I focused for use in the swap. Love a tag flip, so definitely decided to include the tag flip in these makes that I've put together especially for Nicole. I'll walk through them. I did make a duplicate of the tag flip because I have a friend who is also a die-hard Bridgerton fan, shall we say, and I wanted to send her something as part of my 80 Things project, and I thought it would be a good idea to duplicate the tag flip. There are some differences for my friend. I won't say who that is in case she's listening before it comes. And I also focused the theme for my makes around bees. I really love the notion of the bee and what it means to the Bridgerton story and how it intertwines between all of the opening credits and storylines, etc., etc. So I wanted to find a little bee figurine, and I've included that in this little packaging for Lacy, but I also have another one for my friend as well. So I also, wanted to say I did use Distress Oxide inks in Tattered Rose and Weathered Wood throughout this swap in case anybody has any questions about the colour tones. Very unusual colours for me to be using. It was a real challenge for me to buy that particular destash and then think about ways to use it, but I'm pretty confident I've been able to bring it to life. So we had to have at least 5 tags in the swap. I have a few more than that. The first is this little heart pocket. So papers from the range and then the little stamp here. And if you look really closely, hopefully that's focusing in, you can see a bee, tiny little nail art bee on the lady's head there. And then in the pocket and throughout the swap, I have included quotes from the TV series and a couple of little hearts. So there's a couple of those. And then season 3, there is a air balloon featured. I do not fear change, I embrace it. One of my favourite quotes. So some florals from the stamp set and papers from the range, bringing together that second little tag in the shape of the balloon. Had some really beautiful wood elements in this collection that had like a subtle gold paint on them, so I wanted to incorporate those. So I've layered up the stamping, tiny little flower nail art charm, and another sentiment there, straight into the fire, a favourite pastime of mine. I love Lady Danbury. She's one of my favourite characters. And this is a vintage tag from Scrap Diva Designs, I believe. And then a heart pocket here. I had grand intentions of putting wax seals inside this heart pocket, but it just didn't sit well. So I've put some gold hardware in there. Hopefully that will be useful to Nicole. You wish to follow your heart and I wish to nurture my mind. Eloise Bridgerton. So this range also had really lovely foam florals as thickers. And this is one of the Rosie Studio words there. I have little bees and big bees, just a little simple floral on that bee that I include in the thing there, in the tag flip. Another vintage tag. This is stamping from the stamp set and a male and female in period costume. layering up the flowers, and the sentiment, a diamond is precious precisely because it is rare. Queen Charlotte, also one of my favourite characters. Go the Whigs. And then a little banner. I happen to believe a lady's business is her own, from the modiste herself. Some lace at the top, bringing in some fabric florals and another cameo there in the fringed tag. And then finishing off with the largest of the vintage tags, a big wooden piece underneath for the truth is that which some the truth is that which some dismiss as common rock, time reveals to be precious stone. Yeah, great sentiment in that. Didn't pronounce it very well, sorry. But in the grand scheme of things, this tag's about the lady, what she's saying, and some extra florals in there. I always like to finish my tag flip with a really chunky one all the way at the base there. So that brings the tag elements together. I did also make a little tassel for the top of the ring, bringing in the peaches and all sorts of different textures, some yellow and blue, gold, enjoying using that gold, believe it or not. Different pink textures as well. Love this rickrack. And I'm just trying to, some lace as well, also show that on the ends of some of the little threads, I've included these tiny little bee charms just to continue over the bee theme. And I'm also going to send off the tag flip in this bee zippered pouch. Thought that went well with the tones, and I've just brought together that little gold tassel with some florals on it to keep that floral theme going. So that's the tag flip, and it will come together nicely as the complete tag flip on that gold ring. Loved putting that tag flip together, so I hope it's well received. And then the other elements of the swap I've chosen to package in this little, I think it's called an accordion pocket. So 3 little pockets that I've brought together out of some vintage music paper and repeated the tag element from the tag flip, layering it up with the florals, both in the fabric and the foam. And there's a puffy sticker floral there as well from the range. Another of the Rosie Studios words, and the bee, getting the bee into the packaging there. Love how this packaging turned out. And then within each of the sleeves, there are these series of additional elements to go along with the swap. So they just come out of that sleeve just like that. And then in each of these are a little bag topper. I have included a pin for each of these and just little sentiments and elements there. And then within each of these are the additional elements for the swap. The first was a memdex card. I chose to keep this the traditional size of a memdex card in case it's going on a spinner, including the bee and a little dangle charm there. I thought the Our Story sticker suited the fact that this was about essentially a TV show or a book about a family. I have included the period figures for each of the family members across the 8 children here in order of age. And then Bridgerton Forever I thought would be a fun memdex card to have to remember this swap by. So that's the memdex card. And including a $5 gift was one of the suggestions. Similar bag topper, use the same series of elements across that one. And then I thought it might be good to include some embellishments from an Australian company to send over to Nicole. So I've chosen uniquely creative lace embellishments. Thought that went with the period nature of the piece, and then some pink bling pearl rosy stickers, technical term there. So just inside that envelope with that bag topper. And then we also needed to include a card. So there's another similar themed bag topper there. And I carried the tag element, old-fashioned envelope as well. Carried the tag element and the elements from the tag flip across to this card using the glitter, cardstock, one of the lace elements, the cameo, one of the words hello, and just repeating those, but also adding this pass of fabric lace and bling. So that brings together the elements of the swap. This is going across the globe to Florida in the United States. Lovely to be paired with you, Nicole, for this swap. And I hope this is making its way to you, or will have made its way to you by the time I release this video. So thanks again for swapping with me, and to Lacy for organising this swap. And may the Bridgerton story continue to be part of our lives for many years to come. Enjoy.